welcome back to my channel. Today we are doing something new. As some of you guys probably know, most of you should know, I am an actress. I'm currently in university studying to get my theater and English degrees, and I like being in plays a lot, and I've always enjoyed being on stage and doing stuff. My mom says I'm a drama queen, my friends say I'm a drama queen. That is not accurate. Okay, it's a little accurate. And I've always loved being on stage. So I started off with orchestra in elementary school, and then I tried cheerleading for a little bit. I dabbled with choir. And when I finally found theater in high school, I found myself. Is there a less cheesy way to say that? But I've always loved performing and being on stage. Stage fright, please, I don't know her. Up until recently, I used to get so absolutely terrified about auditions. But you do it because when you're acting, when you're an actress or an actor, that's your job. Your job is to go and audition and hope to get work. Your job is not to be in plays, your job is to audition for plays. And that's something that one of my professors told me, so there's a little piece of advice for you. But one of the things that has helped me lately, getting more excited for auditions and more hyped for auditions, has been my audition bag. And so today, as you could probably tell from the title of the video, we are doing a What's in My Audition Bag tour thing, if you will. This is my audition bag. I have not named it. If you guys have name ideas for my bag, leave it down below. Because I'm one of those really weird people who likes to name everything. I named my cello Sir, short for syrup. I named my ukulele Bruce. My car's name is Henry. So we need to name this guy. But without further ado, we're going to go through and see what I take with me to auditions. So first off, the bag itself. I got this from an antique store in town for like 30 bucks, and I looked it up when I was in the store because I didn't know when it was made and if the price was fair, and I looked it up, and it's from the 60s, and it was being sold online for $160, and they were selling it in town for $30. So obviously I had to get it right away, and I have no regrets. Do you see this color? I love this. Love it so much. Anyway, so I got this bag, and I thought it was a decent size. I mean, it could be a little bit bigger if you are somebody who does a lot of musicals and a lot of dances, and you consider yourself somebody who would need to have that kind of stuff with you, like jazz shoes, character heels, and tap shoes, and ballet slippers, and all the things, then you might need a bigger bag than this. But for me, I'm a pretty just a flatline standard actress. I do musicals, but they're not dance heavy. I'm not a dancer. I'm barely a singer. But this is a pretty accurate size for me, and like I said, it might depend on what you're doing. You might need a bigger bag or whatever, but this one. So in the big pocket here, the first thing I have, and that you should always take with you to auditions all the time, is my rep book, my lovely headshot there. I've made the mistake in the past, my friends have made the mistakes in the past of not taking your entire rep book with you to auditions. And I understand why some people would say not to. And that's because, your rep book might get really big, you might get a bunch of songs in there. There are a lot of reasons why people say not to take your entire rep book and just take in the pieces that you are planning on doing for that audition. And that's fine, but in my experience, they might say, okay, well, we called you in to sing something with an alto part, but can you sing something that's in a soprano part? Or vice versa, or whatever, or could you show us something from a different style? You have no idea what they're gonna throw at you in an audition, and so it's always better to just have all of your materials with you, because then if they throw a curveball at you, you can just be like, yeah, I have that sheet music right here. Here you go, accompanist. Let's do the thing. But yeah, so if you guys want, I can do a detailed, what's in my rep book if you want me to. But if not, then I'm just gonna leave it. I mean, the only important thing to know for sure is that my headshot and resumes are in here, and I have like a thing of pens and all my songs and monologues. That's it. Also in here, I have my audition notebook, and I like to keep an audition notebook to like reflect on my auditions and how I've grown and things that I've improved on, or if I've noticed like patterns of things like whenever I do this, I don't get cast. Whenever I do this, I do get cast. So those kinds of things. And I'll probably do a video on how I have this set up as well, if you guys want. I don't know. But I have this in there. I take it with me, and I got this from one of my theater professors, and on the little lines here, I wrote, "This above all, to thine own self be true," which is a line from Hamlet, because I love Shakespeare. I love Shakespeare. Next in here, I have my water bottle. Always take water with you everywhere. If you're a performer, your voice, your health is dependent on water in general, and if you're a performer, then you're going to make sure that you are hydrated in your audition. The last thing you want is to have your voice crack because your throat's dry, or I don't even know what, but just, it might be hot in there, it might be cold in there. Take water. Sometimes I also take some hot tea with me if it's like a morning audition or if it's winter time. But I always have this in there, and then right before I leave for an audition, I'll fill it up with water and I'll put it in the bag and then just right out the door. Oh, and that's the other thing. This stuff stays in here all the time, except for like this pocket, which we'll get to in a second. I leave all this stuff in here, so if I have an audition, I just grab my bag and go, and I'm ready. Because sometimes you hear about an audition and they're like, it's in 30 minutes, come to the audition. And you're like, ah, all right. And you want to be able to make sure that the things that you can control, like being prepared, having the things you need, that you're in control of that you are doing the best that you can. Because with auditions, there are so many things that are outside of your control. Like, there are things that you can control, so take control of them. That's it. One of the other things in here is I have my character heels in here. I have my black character heels in here right now. Some people say not to wear character heels for auditions. Yeah, I mean, I don't always wear them for auditions, but like, especially if I think there's gonna be a dance call, I'll bring these no matter what, unless it specifically says in on the call board or whatever, wherever you're getting your audition notice, unless it specifically says to bring like jazz shoes or tap shoes. These are my go-to. Yes. And don't wear your character heels to the audition. Bring them with you. Don't wear your character heels on like concrete and streets. Only wear them on stage. Don't ruin them. Take care of them. The last thing that I have in here, this bag has like a little back pocket. I carry these like vitamin C cough drop type things. They're not actually cough drops, they're just vitamin C drops. And I like these because sometimes you don't just want to chug water, but you drink your water and then you have one of these if your mouth is dry. It helps you if like to fight like sickness or whatever. Like, it's just good. They're just good. They're like my alternative. Some people like suck on like sour gummy bears or something to like get saliva going, but that's a lot of sugar. So vitamin C drops. It's my little secret. I also like having those in rehearsals, and for sure during performances. Here is where I keep my phone. It's this like really easy to access little pocket here. I mean, I could put it somewhere else. I just like to put it in there. That's the only thing that goes in that little spot. And then in here, I keep, wallet. You should have your ID with you all the time. I keep headphones just in case. In one of the musicals I auditioned for last year, they, I went in, I did my song that I had picked, I did my monologue that I had picked, and then they said, hey, go learn this song from the show real quick and come back and sing it. So you're gonna want your headphones so you can listen to a song. And also sometimes auditions, you're waiting for hours at a time, and you're gonna want some entertainment. So maybe you're listening to a podcast or something while you wait. I don't know. Headphones are never a bad thing to have though. I also have this little like emergency kit that I got from Target, I think. And there's just a whole bunch of stuff in here. There's like a little sewing kit, there's hair ties, little like extra backings for your earrings in case like you lose that. There's some lint paper, some band-aids, some bobby pins, just little things like that. It might be helpful if you just want to get like a little kit like this, or if you want to make your own little kit. There's some stuff on Pinterest. What else is in here? I also have EOS egg. This one's mint. I like mint for auditions. I like feeling on top of my game and like just super fresh. A little mirror, little compact mirror. Make sure your makeup is good when you go in. Your lipstick's okay. Keys, self-explanatory. And then the last thing are mints. I got these little mints from Starbucks, and they are super powerful. Probably about the size of a birth control pill, but they are as powerful as an Altoid. It's insane. And it came with 150 in this little thing, and I think it was like maybe $4, so worth it. 10 out of 10 recommend. But that is it. That is what I take with me to auditions. And that's my whole setup. So if there are things that I did not put in here that you think is important to put in audition bags, please let me know, because that would just be helpful for me as well to know, and for everyone else to know. Sometimes you might need to take a second bag for a change of clothes, like for a dance call or something. But other than that, let me know what y'all think of this video. This is something new for our channel. We're learning it together. Yeah, I'll see you guys on the other side. Go break some legs, and I'll talk to you soon.